History loves to talk about power, glory, and conquest, but rarely about what happened after dinner. Every great civilization built temples, armies, and empires, but behind all that gold and grandeur, every king, queen, and noble had to face one very human problem. So, how did they clean themselves before toilet paper was invented? From castle ropes to Roman sponges, and even bamboo sticks wrapped in silk, this is the side of history your textbooks politely skipped. Imagine you're a noble in 14th century Europe. You wear velvet robes, dine on roasted meat, and drink wine by candlelight. But when nature calls, you don't go to a marble bathroom. You go to the garderobe. The garderobe wasn't a wardrobe. It was a toilet built into the castle wall, a wooden seat over a vertical chute dropping straight into the moat below. And next to you, a sponge or piece of cloth tied to a rope, hanging into the water. That wasn't decoration. That was your toilet paper. You pulled it up, wiped, and lowered it back down for the next rinse. Royal households even had a special position called the groom of the stool. Yes, an official whose entire job was to assist the king during his most private moments. It sounds humiliating, but it was actually one of the most trusted and powerful jobs in Tudor England. After all, no one knew the king's secrets, political or intestinal, better than him. Before Europe had castles, Rome had plumbing. The Romans built one of the most advanced sanitation systems in history, the Cloaca Maxima, or Great Sewer. And connected to it were the latrinae, public toilets with rows of stone benches, side by side, no walls, no doors. Men and women used them together. They sat, chatted, discussed politics or gossip. It was like a public forum with better acoustics. And when it came time to clean up, they used a shared sponge on a stick, called a tersorium. After use, it was dipped into a bucket of salty or vinegary water and reused by someone else. To the Romans, this wasn't disgusting. It was just daily life. The latrine was a place for socializing, just like the bathhouse. In a way, it was the ancient version of scrolling Twitter while on the toilet, except you might actually make eye contact. But not everything was so civilized. The lack of ventilation caused horrendous smells, and the buildup of methane gas sometimes led to small explosions beneath the seats. Yes, Roman toilets could literally blow up. While Rome was chatting in public toilets, China had already invented something more elegant. In the ruins of a Han Dynasty garrison near Dunhuang, archaeologists found small bamboo and wooden sticks wrapped in cloth, still smeared with ancient human waste and parasite eggs over 2,000 years old. These were known as jian, the world's oldest known toilet tools. They were the sanitary technology of their time, practical, portable, and surprisingly refined. Nobles and officials used versions made of fragrant wood or ivory, often moistened with oil or water. Compared to Rome's shared sponge, the Chinese method was far more hygienic, and centuries later, China took it one step further. By 589 CE, the scholar Yan Zhitui wrote, "Paper used for writing should not be used for the toilet." That line is the earliest written proof of toilet paper in history, invented in China, a full 1,000 years before Europe caught up. Toilets might seem trivial, but they reveal how every civilization dealt with the most basic truth of humanity: that power, wealth, and status mean nothing when you've got to go. From ropes and sponges to bamboo sticks, each empire left behind not just monuments of stone, but reminders of how far we've come in the art of cleanliness. Even kings sit down for the same reason we all do: